What's up, winners? On this channel we learn to see through manipulation, have fun doing it. We have some crazy stuff that's really irking me that the Sussexes are putting out recently. So as we know, Meghan's show is delayed, probably another attention thing. I'll probably cover that in another video, so it'll probably be out today as well. But two different things here. So first, there's a new statement on their site which no one's talking about. I don't even know what this is talking about, saying there's false stories about speculating about relationships and blah, 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 mental health. This is so, like, how do I put it? Hypocritical. I mean, that's not a strong enough word, but Harry and Meghan is... What if they done to their family? How would that destroy someone's mental health? To their families, to, the Queen, to Meghan's mother, to their former in-laws. I guess they technically really are their in-laws. It's just this thing of like, when it's us, it's hurting mental health. And now that brings me to this. Harry and Meghan are super upset that Meta is not doing exactly what they want them to. So Meta, which I think a lot of people, no matter the political side, are not a huge fan of, they're changing their system to fact check. And Harry and Meghan are very upset with this because now it's going to be community based. So people within the community, like people like you and me, are going to be able to fact check things, instead of having like a few individuals who can be influenced by people like Harry and Meghan and say that anything that they don't like is false. Now, there are a few points about this that are really important. One, let's think of their buddy Boozy, who he just says misinformation is anything he doesn't like. So anything negative about Harry and Meghan's misinformation. Meanwhile, when Catherine had cancer, he was criticizing her, basically saying she should be working. If you're a woman with cancer, you should work. Utterly ridiculous. So they just use the words like, H speech. I don't think you can even say that word. And misinformation. And that leads us to part of the reason why, for those of you who don't create content, they're using a mix of individual people who make decisions, often who are biased, often who can be influenced, and then AI, which was influenced by those people. Notice, I can't say the word HATE because sometimes you can accidentally get flagged. That's how bad these systems are, right? Like, you could say it's bad to be RACIST, and the thing will say, oh, you must be that thing. It's absolutely terrible. So, it's just totally, like, they have no idea what they do. I want to say they have no idea what they're talking about, but they do. They just want to be able to influence things, and they don't care about creators. They want like a top-down approach where you have a few really famous rich people who can put out their ideas and control everyone else's what they say. And I'll give you guys one more example of that. One time, I made a video where I mentioned the benefits of spending less time on social media, and I mentioned how it can affect some neurochemicals, which I won't even say them, basic things like that affect focus, and totally legitimate. And my YouTube got flagged that this was a misinformation, medical misinformation, because I just mentioned these words like there's a chemical, you guys could put it in the comments, that is responsible in part for desire, for cravings for things, but also for focus and motivation. Starts with a D. And my YouTube got removed. I was able to get it overturned, but just automatically it was gone. This is well before any of you probably had heard of me. So I'm just saying how bad these systems are. So it's total nonsense. And pretty much anyone creates content, doesn't matter what side you're on, understands that a lot of those systems were absolutely horrendous and they're completely manipulated. I mean, even now, my YouTube, it highlights a comment that is negative almost every single time. So there'll be 0 likes on it, and it'll be a pro-Meghan negative comment towards me, and it will highlight it. every time. Like, you guys will have comments with hundreds of likes, and it will highlight one. Like, you're an idiot. Why should you say this about Meghan? You guys are bullies. You'll have 0 likes. And it's supposed to do it based on engagement. So things are very biased at times, and they can be controlled by people. But if it's the community doing it, then it's likely to be less biased. Take care, guys.